What's up guys, D-Rock1992 here. For this next video, I'm going to be reviewing the spin-off to Bruce Almighty called Evan Almighty. Evan Almighty stars Steve Carell, reprising his small role from Bruce Almighty. Morgan Freeman also reprising his role from Bruce Almighty as God. Other than that though, nobody else reprises their role from the original Bruce Almighty. In Evan Almighty, you have supporting characters Lauren Graham as Evan Baxter's wife, John Michael Higgins, Jonah Hill, and Wanda Sykes as kind of staffers assistants to Carell's character, and John Goodman, the main antagonist of the film. He plays another congressman. He plays a fellow congressman because Evan Baxter, at the beginning of this movie, quits his job as a newscaster and runs for Congress, basically. He takes a spot, he wins a congressman spot, and he moves from Buffalo, New York to Virginia. And in his speech, he promises that the world will change in a certain way. Anyway, God takes note of this, and he commissions Evan Baxter to build an ark, because God is going to make a flood happen. Kind of like in biblical times, Noah built the ark, 2 of each animal. This is the second coming of that, as Evan's got to build his own ark. He has to do that while balancing family. His family thinks, especially his wife, they think he's nuts for doing this, you know, and his appearance changes. He grows a beard. Slowly but surely he grows a beard, and he can't shave it off either. You know, and he has to deal with Congress. You know, the Congressman Long, I think is his last name, played by John Goodman, who he wants to co-sponsor a bill. Long commissions Evan Baxter to co-sponsor a bill with him. And basically, it centers on those 3 areas there, and his interactions with God. Eventually, in this movie, he's at a congressional meeting, and I think Carell's character comes in late, or sees something outside, and he basically preaches his message that, you know, there's a flood that's going to be happening, you guys are in danger, you need to come to my ark. Nobody believes him, though, and Congressman Long pretty much takes him out of his congressional seat, or he removes him from his co-sponsoring, kind of suspends him from congressional duties, as I guess he has the power to do that. But anyway, he and his kids at first build the ark, and then slowly but surely his wife gets on board after leaving with the kids because of his behavior. Lauren Graham's character goes to a restaurant, and God appears before her, only she doesn't know it's God. She thinks it's just a waiter at this restaurant. He instills some lessons upon her, and she goes back with the kids, and they help build the ark. But Congressman Long, he's not too happy about this ark, so he plans to tear it down. He plans to destroy the ark. It gets completed. Long comes with construction crew and police officers, and they come to destroy the ark. They tell everybody, you know, they tell Evan and his family, come off the ark, and, you know, basically they're going to destroy it. They refuse to do so. So I think they're about ready to get into the ark and arrest everybody when the flood actually happens. The flood is from a dam nearby or away from the away from the Ark, named after Congressman Long, a dam that was badly built. Very badly built. It ruptures, and there's a big flood that goes on. And everybody gets into the Ark. Everybody that's at the mansion where Evan Baxter's character moves to, and his family moves to, basically they all go into the Ark, and there's some dangers there, but eventually they survive. Everybody survives that's on the Ark. The two of each animal, you know, all the people. And Congressman Long, you know, they go to the congressional building where Congressman Long is hosting a meeting, and Congressman Long is very unhappy, and Evan Baxter reveals, I think, the information about the dam, and then eventually Congressman Long is disgraced, and he eventually goes under investigation for his involvement with the dam. He wants to undercut profits or something like that, some term like that. But anyway, that's kind of where the movie ends. It's simple. God wants Evan Baxter to build an Ark. I will say this movie was not as funny as Bruce Almighty. If you remember, I gave Bruce Almighty a 5 out of 5 stars. In this movie, Steve Carell is no Jim Carrey. I like Steve Carell's work. Steve Carell did a great job in the 2 Anchorman films. But he just isn't as funny as Jim Carrey. And I know Steve Carell has a different brand of humor than Jim Carrey does, but just not as funny. This movie has its moments. Don't get me wrong about that. Evan Almighty has its moments. It's just not as dynamic as Bruce Almighty is. You know, a few laughs in between. I chuckled a few times. I laughed a few times. But largely, I was just watching the movie, essentially. So, my review of this movie is 2.5 out of 5 stars. Would I watch this movie again? Yeah, probably. Catch a few of the funny scenes that I found funny. But, it's just, I don't think they needed to make a movie. They did not need to make a sequel or a spin-off of that Bruce Almighty movie. Bruce Almighty was fine, you know, but it's just not as funny. But a 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that is it for this review. D-Rock 1992 out.